Okay, imagine this for a second. You're completely exhausted, you're trapped somewhere, and you're holding on to this really dark secret, something you've tried to bury for years.
Right.
You duck into some grimy, forgotten restroom for shelter, you know the kind, where it's just heavy and silent.
Mm-hmm. The worst kind.
And then the walls start talking, or, well, specifically, this old dead radio that's somehow stuck in the wall crackles, and it wants your confession now.
That is such a tight, visceral hook. And that's what kicks off our deep dive today. It's not just, a ghost story.
No, not at all.
It's a whole creative package for a short film called Static in the Walls.
Yeah.
We're looking at guilt, trauma, psychological tension, all crammed into this one space.
Exactly. So our mission here is to really understand how this film gets built, right?
Yeah.
From the ground up, we're hitting it from 3 angles.
Yeah.
The creative vision behind it all.
Yeah, the core idea.
Then the production feasibility, like the actual nuts and bolts plan for making it on a micro budget.
Crucial for a student project.
And finally, we'll dig into the script itself, focusing on how they're planning to use sound and tension. That seems key here.
Oh, absolutely. And the log line. It's just perfectly efficient. Troubled young woman, Casey, hiding in a bus station restroom. Old radio embedded in the wall crackles to life.
Demanding the secret she's trying to bury. Yeah, it's great.
Tells you everything you need to know.
And the context is so important. We got to remember, this is a capstone project. Digital filmmaking degree. Meaning it has to be super lean, totally achievable, but also professional enough for like a portfolio piece. We're talking a 4 to 7 page script.
Which translates to about a 4 to 7 minute film. Very focused.
Designed for festivals, designed to show skill. The limitations are actually shaping the creativity here.
That's often the case.
Okay, so let's unpack that creative vision first.
Yeah.
What's the fundamental tone they're aiming for, and where did the ideas come from?
Well, genre-wise, they're calling it psychological horror/drama. It's deeply merged.
So less about gore, more about dread.
Exactly. Not jump scares. It's all about that internalized dread, the weight of trauma, and this feeling that confession is maybe the only way out. They want you to feel the echoes of conscience,
Right. Using psychological tension, minimalist visuals.
Maximum tension, minimal space. And the sources mention this really unusual creative ritual the filmmaker uses.
Oh yeah, I saw that, the brainstorming process. It sounds kind of tailor-made for this mood.
Doesn't it? Prefers strange, enclosed spaces. Like literally writing in a closet with a small LED light.
Wow, okay.
And listening to this wildly eclectic playlist while doing it.
The playlist is something else. You've got Tool, Korn, Ozzy, Rob Zombie, intense stuff.
Right, pure aggression and darkness. But then pivots completely to Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, yeah.
And even this super smooth 1954 ballad by J.P. Morgan, It's All I Want From You.
It's jarring, which I guess is the point in psychological horror, isn't it?
Precisely. That dissonance is key. If you think about trauma, that kind of makes sense psychologically. Well, the metal provides the raw anger, the fight or flight, but the vintage stuff, that smooth ballad, maybe that represents lost innocence or memory getting twisted, or even that weird calm aftershock.
Oh, I see. It's like the sound of a fractured psyche.
Pretty much. It's a sonic mood board for her internal conflict.
And that feeds the whole tone. And they also mention specific film influences, right, to nail that mood.
Yep. And they're all masters of that internalized dread. The Babadook.
Okay. Classic.
The Machinist.
Visually striking, very paranoid.
And The Night House.
Another great one about grief in space. So these choices really confirm they're aiming for claustrophobia, not big spectacle.
Exactly. Visual and emotional claustrophobia. They want the atmosphere itself to feel toxic.
Toxic? What does that mean visually?
Well, the notes on lighting and sound are specific. They focus on 2 things: a flickering fluorescent light and the radio's glow.
Okay.
The fluorescent light is harsh, unreliable. It mirrors Casey's own unstable reality, her mental state.
Right, and the radio.
It glows a sickly amber. That word sickly is important. It's not warm, it's decay, danger. Everything is meant to trap you inside her anxiety.
Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. So shifting gears a bit from the vision to the nuts and bolts, how do they actually make this? The sources say it's highly feasible.
Which is great news for a capstone.
But student films often overreach, right? What makes this one feel solid?
It sticks to that principle. Ideas within limitations. And the biggest limitation is actually its greatest strength.
Which is?
The single location, just one primary set. That grimy bus station restroom.
Okay, but isn't there a risk there? A single small room. Could it get visually boring? How do they keep it engaging?
That's where the focus shifts.
Yeah.
By massively simplifying logistics, no company moves, no complex location permits. They save a ton of time and money.
Right.
And that saved energy gets poured into making that one location perfectly unsettling. The atmosphere becomes a character itself.
So the cracked tiles, the graffiti, the echoes, they all matter more.
Exactly. It amplifies the feeling of being trapped, which feeds the psychology. It's practical and creative.
Okay, I get it. Containment equals tension and lower cost. Plus, the short length helps too, right? 4 to 7 minutes.
Definitely. It means the shoot itself can be incredibly focused. They're estimating just 2 or 3 days.
Wow, that's fast.
Totally manageable. And the team size reflects that. Very lean.
Let's break that down. What does a lean micro-budget team look like for this?
Okay, cast-wise, basically 1 lead actor, Casey, maybe 1 or 2 voice actors for the radio effects, possibly some background figures briefly.
And crew.
A core team of maybe 3 to 5 people, covering the absolute essentials. Camera, sound, lighting, and production designator department. Very tight.
All right, let's talk money. The funding target is $5,000.
Yeah.
Looking at how they plan to spend it, what does that tell us about their priorities? Because $5K isn't much for a film.
No, it's definitely micro-budget. But the allocation is smart. It shows they value talent and specific quality points over just, like, renting lots of gear.
How so? What's the biggest chunk?
Crew and cast stipends. $1,500.
Stipends are the biggest item. For a student film, that's interesting.
It shows real professionalism, I think. Even if it's minimal pay, acknowledging the work keeps morale up, gets better commitment. It's a smart move for any indie filmmaker, frankly.
Good point. What's next biggest?
Equipment and rentals, about $900. And the key here is it's supplementing school gear.
So they're not renting everything, just specific things.
Exactly. Maybe a specific lens they need for that claustrophobic look, or some special lighting, or definitely crucial sound gear to capture that atmosphere properly. Strategic spending.
Right, elevating key technical aspects, not just a generic rental package.
Precisely. And then there's $700 for production design and props. This is critical for making that single location work.
That covers the set dressing, making it look believably grimy.
Yeah, the dressing, maybe hiring a graffiti artist for specific tags, and crucially, getting that radio prop right, the one half buried in the wall.
Like a tumor, the script says.
That prop has to be right. It's the physical source of the static, the conflict.
Okay. And all this practical planning is supported by the post-production plan, right? You said sound design is the centerpiece. That must save money too. Building scares with sound, not stunts.
Absolutely. They're planning to use Adobe Premiere Pro and Audition software they likely already have access to through school.
Standard tools.
Right. So the heavy lifting, creatively, happens in the audio edit. Layering static, distorting voices, using that dripping sync sound, and importantly, using silence effectively.
Be a crushing silence.
Yeah, lets them maximize the psychological punch without blowing the budget on set.
That focus on audio is the perfect bridge to the script itself. Let's dive into how the story uses these elements to build that tension.
Okay, so the script opens,
Yeah.
and it immediately sets that stage we talked about.
Yeah.
Harsh fluorescent bulb, flickering, cracked tiles, grimy graffiti,
And the sound.
just that slow echoing drip from the sink. It feels oppressive before anyone even walks in.
Then Casey enters. Mid-30s, maybe late 20s. The sources vary slightly, but the key is she's utterly exhausted.
Right, and she sees it. The old radio. Embedded in the wall, the script uses that chilling phrase, half buried like a tumor. It's just wrong.
An organic violation of the space, yeah.
And it starts subtly, not loud, just the faintest, strangest crackle, almost nothing, building that unease slowly.
And
Then a surge of static, ugly, described as alive. And the radio cavity starts to glow, that sickly amber.
at that specific color again, not cozy, it's a warning sign.
Definitely. And then the attack begins, but it's tactical, personal. It starts just by calling her name.
Casey?
Establishes intimacy right away.
Then it questions her immediately, running again, and then the demand, flat, non-negotiable, confess.
Oof. So the tension just skyrockets, and you're left wondering, is this place literally haunted? Or is this her own guilt talking back to her?
Exactly. And the narrative twist, the point of no return, is when the radio proves it knows. It speaks the name. Ethan.
The secret is out, in the air.
And this is where the sound design has to absolutely nail it. The radio doesn't just say what happened, it plays it back, her own voice.
Distorted, broken fragments of her confession. It was an accident. I didn't mean...
Just snippets.
Yeah, and then the core of it. I shouldn't grab the wheel, I should...
Devastating. So the trauma isn't just inside her anymore, it's being broadcast back at her.
Right, which leads to the physical conflict. Her desperate attempt to shut it up. The script says she rips a paper towel dispenser off the wall.
Just rips it off. Wow.
And slams it against the radio. Over and over, there's a flash of white light, a spark. It's violent, primal.
But it doesn't work, does it? The radio keeps going.
It does, and it delivers maybe the core line of the firm's theme.
Yeah.
You can smash the box, not the walls.
Chilling. Because the walls hold it too.
And right after that, a visual reveal reinforces it. Casey notices something under the graffiti, under the grime on a cracked tile. Etchings.
What is it?
The name Ethan. Scrawled there, maybe half scrubbed, still visible, it confirms it. The place itself absorbed the trauma. Her guilt is literally written on the walls. No escape.
Wow. Okay. So the climax. The radio changes tactics again.
Yeah. It stops just demanding what happened and demands action. It tells her, call his mother.
Oh, man. That's the ultimate confrontation.
You feel her struggling with it.
Yeah.
The script has her muttering, don't answer, please don't answer, but she dials.
And she confesses, fully.
Fully. Over the phone. No more ambiguity about it being just an accident. She says, it was me. I grabbed it. I was angry. I wanted him to stop laughing. I don't know what I wanted. I am so sorry.
That complete admission, you feel like that must change everything in the room, like a release.
And the script shows that immediately. The aftermath is pure symbolism. The radio goes silent. That sickly amber glow, it softens, becomes almost neutral. And the restroom door, the one that was jammed, trapping her physically, it just opens. Effortless, like it was never locked.
Whoa. So the external world literally mirrors her internal shift, freedom.
Exactly. And then she looks back at that tile where Ethan was scrawled.
Is it gone?
Not gone, but clear. The script emphasizes, not scrubbed. Like telling the truth, wipe the smear away.
Catharsis made visible. The truth cleanses the space.
It's a powerful visual metaphor. Her final actions are quiet then. She folds up a written note, leaves it under the now quiet radio.
Weighted down by a soap dispenser, right?
Yeah, nice little detail. Shoulders her backpack and just steps out into the hallway. Leaves it behind.
But it's not quite over, is it? The sound design has one last note.
Right. The film doesn't give you complete silence, complete resolution. As that door closes, cutting us off.
What's the final sound?
A faint whisper of static. Rolling into quiet, but coming from deep inside the drywall.
So it's still there. Dormant, maybe, but there.
Exactly. The silence isn't settled.
Okay, so wrapping this up. What does this whole project mean for you, the listener, maybe someone learning about filmmaking? It feels like a really strong case study.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fantastic example of focused, effective filmmaking under really tight constraints.
The main takeaway seems to be about using limitations creatively.
Definitely. Necessity breeds invention, right? By locking into that single location and making sound design the main creative engine, they get maximum psychological impact.
While keeping the production practical, affordable, and professional looking, it's how you tackle a huge theme like guilt and turn it into a sharp portfolio piece.
It really shows you don't need massive budgets or complex effects for big emotional themes. You need a perfectly tuned, constrained idea.
Yeah, a strong core concept executed well.
Exactly. Which brings us to the film's core question, the thing it leaves you with. It's the perfect place to finish this deep dive.
Okay.
The sources and the script's resolution, they strongly suggest that the act of confession is what opens the door, literally and emotionally.
Right. Telling the truth sets her free, but that final sound, that lingering static and the radio's warning, you can smash the box, not the walls.
Where does that leave us?
It leaves us with that big question about the nature of guilt, doesn't it? Was the static truly external, a haunted place forcing the truth out?
Or was the radio just a conduit, a mirror for her own internal trauma finally boiling over? And only her willingness to confess could finally silence it, or at least turn the volume down.
Yeah. Is freedom found by escaping the haunted place or by escaping yourself?
And the film's strength is that it probably doesn't give a definitive answer. It leaves you wrestling with that ambiguity.
That's the unnerving question that hangs in the air as the door clicks shut.
Definitely something to think about.
Until the next deep dive, keep questioning the walls.